The word of God, sharper than any two-edged sword. Can't be double-minded, stop thinking with two heads, boy. Stop playing on the most high, stop playing with the most high. One lane, ain't no both sides. See you out if you lukewarm. A step and maybe come again like a new put it all on the line. Deuteronomy DNA test kit, you could call it a sign. I'm following the lamb, I ain't following no man. I'm following the plan, need to fall in line. Man-made religion, handmade religion. Damn, that religion, it was all by design. Damn, what we living is falling behind. Babylon the Great is gonna fall when it's time. Spirit of the law, land of the lost. 1 John 3 and 4, sin is defined. Christ said Peter is the rock, it's a hierarchy. So that means you got
be destroyed in 1 hour. Everything you know and love will be destroyed in 1 hour. Read.
Baal is confounded.
He is what?
Baal is confounded.
Man, all the devil's works, man, are confounded, man. All his evil ways, man. Satan 1 and Satan 2. Them nuclear bombs, watch what happens to them. They were on the verge of a nuclear war. All the silos was lit up when they had UFOs and stuff over them, right? They had came out on the news and said they have no power that they think they have. Every time man thinks they have power, the Most High God laughs at them. See?
Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded.
Man, what?
Her idols are confounded.
All the idols of this earth will be confounded, man, to this day. Read.
Her images are broken in pieces. But out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate.
What's going on, brothers and sisters? Let me give y'all a quick read. I know y'all busy. We give y'all about our history, man. You know, we the most divided people, man. We got to come together under our heritage, right? So would y'all be from America, the Bahamas? Where y'all from? Temple? Monterey? Okay, Tom GC boy here. My brother, my name Khalil, man. What's your name? Michael? All right, man. Very nice to meet you. All right, on that fly, man, just let us know that, you know, it's just the Renaissance era. They change the faces of the judges, but we the people of the book. We're stronger, the fastest, the smartest, the wisest, because of our own high-mindedness, we're going to be the life of the fans. You consider yourself to be from this land.
With that being said,
they got wiped out, so like, they're high-mindedness. So we're all with everybody else on this list. So we follow a lot of philosophies of men, but God said that we are spiritual, we're going to follow his laws. One Bible verse, Deuteronomy 7:6. Most High God chose us to be his people, separate, because he told us that we were doing it. We got to act that way. We got to live up the standard.
Right. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Most High God says we are separate people unto him.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Beautiful thing.
Above all people.
No, just one people.
Above all people.
Right? The fastest, the smartest, the backbone, the family, but they take it from us. Why is that? Because we were brought low because of our transgressions. God says return unto me. Keep going.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Keep going.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, or you were the fewest of all people,
right?
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, had the Lord brought you out of the mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of the bondman, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
So right now we got a king, we got a President Trump on board, blessing all of our northern kingdom brothers. We call our northern kingdom brothers, our Mexicans, right? Latino, Puerto Rican, Cuba, they being blessed right now, right? Most like God says, man, I chose you to be over them. The only way for us to be over them is to repent and know that that this God will set things in order.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 11. Therefore, the redeemed of the Lord shall return and come with singing unto Zion. Unto Zion.
Right? We from Tampa, born here, but we were brought here. Some of us were here, but we were brought here. Right? We got to show you that, right? A lot of us were scattered, right? You know that, man, I wish I had more life. A lot of us were scattered, and then a lot of us did come over here through transatlantic slave trade. A lot of people don't know about the trans-Saharan slave trade. Muslims sold us too. So now, we the holy people, but we disobey God, so we vexed us. Now we remembering ourselves like Kente, but then how come they kill all our black leaders? Everybody's up in the uproar about Charlie Kirk. But what was the uproar about Martin Luther King, about Malcolm X, about Jarvis Garvey? They want everybody to have a moment of silence because we can't talk about us being God's chosen people, right? They call us a hate group when all we do is read the Bible and tell our people how special they are. Then hey, let's say me and you are my lady, we go on a double date. You would know, hey, it's my brother. I don't hold an evil eye to him. And also, we can't sleep with each other's wives. We got a lack of moral custom. The foods that we eat, the most heart attacks, right? Issues, right? Colon cancers, right? So we got moral laws we got to keep. It's not just for family, it's a way of living. So then we can have a family unit, right? And our kids can grow up and eat together. Where it starts with us understanding that the Most High God chose us. Because if He's in heaven, we are spiritual. We got to follow that law, which is His word, right?
Out of Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head.
So right now, do we got an everlasting joy? We always got to do it. Pay taxes. That's not an everlasting joy. Everybody dragging these days. Even if you got your own business, you're still waking up at 5, working till 9, working a little bit longer than 5 to 9, 9 to 5. So the Most High God promised us everlasting joy. None will make us afraid. We got to be ready for that day, right?
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations.
You were what?
Sold to the nations.
Right.
Not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath.
Right.
You were delivered unto your enemies. For you provoked him that made by sacrificing unto devils,
Right.
and not to God.
Right.
You have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up.
So our ancestors kept like palm readers, wizards. Like today, you see in the Hollywood, right? In order for you to become a famous rap star or entertainer, you either got to be a boxer boy or a boxer girl, right? The children, like you see Magic Johnson, right? They got to give sacrifice their kids the same way. Certain situations you got to do in old times that happened in Egypt, right? To meet Pharaoh, you have to sodomite him, right? So, and that's a construct of like, man, that's immoral. So God says, since y'all didn't obey me, right? If you got kids, you got your children. Saying, hey, this is the way you gotta go. You gotta take out the trash. You gotta make your room. If you don't do this, I'm taking the door out of there. Little things that we didn't do. If we look at a smaller way, this is just a smaller way of living in heaven.
Right.
If we don't obey Him, He has every right to vex us. Our ancestors are supposed to teach us these things, so we wouldn't have to work.
Right.
He promised us blessings and curses.
Right.
Give me that other precept.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So that's why the Most High God punished us, because we His chosen people. But then let me get Isaiah 40. You got another one?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
It's Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 13. For if you would have walked in the way of God, you should have dwelled in peace forever.
What?
Forever.
And we wouldn't have to work right now if our ancestors had taught us right. So now we got to do what thus said the Lord. So we got moral laws, how we should dress, how we should treat each other, how we should, what foods we should eat. So the hardest thing for our people is that part. Not eating pork, not eating shrimp, not eating lobster. That's tough. I already seen it. Those are the things, but that's the dietary laws that God says that we want to live how our ancestors lived and we can clean. If we recognize that shrimp, crab, and lobster are in Leviticus, the 11th chapter, right? Go ahead and bring that out. Everything that eats how much clean, wash it, and not as much omega-3 in the regular fish. Go ahead and bring that out.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 9. These shall you eat that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the water.
Like fish? Okay, so then you already know. That's all. Keep going.
In the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
Right.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters,
right,
they shall be an abomination unto you.
What?
Shall be an abomination unto you.
I grew up in Southern Baptist Church, right? And we know that the Southern Baptist Church was created in 1608 by white men. But God said He's in ancient days, He was before time began. Gave us what He's supposed to do. Every time we follow our oppressor, we end up at the modern society.
Right.
So then now, right here, it tells us what foods and animals are clean and unclean, right? But then also the scripture says, right?
Right.
So we're supposed to follow what God says.
Right.
You got any questions?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
So the goal, brother, is to see the kingdom of heaven, right? You, the family, the children, your wife. Everlasting, right? Not just now. A lot of people building riches on this earth. You see what happened to them. Right? You see certain things. You see what happened to Shannon Sharp. You see what happens when you follow what they say to seek your riches. It's corruptible. People people gonna get robbed, right? You play in the league, you go back to your neighborhood, some people in the neighborhood gotta utilize you, right? Keep going.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded,
Right.
world without end.
Right, so that world right here, the world of Israel, give me Matthew 19:28. So you know how many gates of the kingdom is?
Like, I wish this was like a
You see yourself in the sign. There's one tribe with the same area. Judah. All praise. You know what our Lord said. All praises. All praises. What tribe you from, Tim?
When you see yourself,
Are you Haitian? Niqua? Are you, what resident? Where your daddy from? Okay. Okay. But this is understanding that our heritage. The reason why this happened to us is because we didn't recognize that. Our forefathers didn't teach us that we should keep in unholy days, Christmas, Thanksgiving, right? If we all from the same nation, but I'm celebrating the genocide of my Native American brothers, that means I'm a love you, right? We're not just one group. It's not the blacks, it's the Israelites. Imagine the blacks, Hispanic, and indigenous Native Americans, right? Some of us were here, some of us were brought here. But we are all from Zion, Jerusalem. Imagine if us one together on one accord, keeping the land, right? Singing a new song. Yeah. Y'all seen Birth of the Nation? Birth of the Nation, he said we're going to sing a new song. That new song isn't Cardi B. That new song isn't a new group of Vandross, Sexy Red. The new song is Keeping the Commandments. That's the new song. But until we do that, we're going to still let our oppressor oppress us. Right? They're going to still be crying over Charlie Kirk, but we don't really want to recognize it. Right? And it's a black pilot, right? We're going to keep letting our enemies be over us, but we're going to be the most special people on this.
Appreciate it, man.
Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust your enemy, for like iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right, so as long as we continue to trust our enemy with our education, food, government, we will always be at the bottom. Just like a crab in the bucket, fighting each other instead of saying, let's uplift each other so we can uplift our system. That's the goal. Because it's the family. The devil wasn't against us. It's like, hey, don't do this, but you do this Christ. The goal is for the family units to be together.
Grabbing the budget.
Black, Hispanic,
Oh no, I'm already watching.
that's how the nation is.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors.
Wait, say the first one again.
The unity of brethren.
Because if we together, then the sisters have no choice. Man, he's going to show so much love, you got to show love, right?
The love of neighbors.
Right.
A man and a wife that agree together.
A man and a who?
A wife that agree together.
That's the whole point, man. We're supposed to agree together on one accord, man. That's the whole thing, man. You trying the song? No, not yet. I think we have the class today. On Saturdays, on that, we got YouTube channels where we copy the QR code. You see us out there with both classes. We have online classes, but this is worldwide. So we know that we're ready for all the smoke. But the goal is to win our people. Because at the end of the day, we can argue all day, but then our enemy is what?
Right.
So the more we argue and bicker, and we know that God created all things, we have the chosen people, we're not going to be ready for it. The goal is to see you all got to repent, keep the gospel. Give me Ecclesiastes 12. Not yet. We're gonna get all that. But we got Campus Bahamas, Cali. We all know.
it's on the flyer.
It's on the flyer. And you got one? Give me the whole duty of man. Man, got dark.
Oh, you want to clean it?
Yeah, we're gonna get it for Ecclesiastes.
Oh, the last
But there's a
one?
whole duty that we got to do.
Okay. You should look up Ecclesiastes because too. They got a lot of wisdom in them. A lot of wisdom in them. I'm telling you.
wisdom will come from Solomon.
That's it.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, man.
Proverbs. I'm telling you, man. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right.
Fear God and keep His commandments.
Right.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Right. And the dream of doctrine of life. So everybody be like, oh, y'all please, that's all. We get our we say, that's all we are. He's heaven. He's spirit. For us to have His word in our life is spirit, right?
It's Ecclesiasticus 19 and 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
The what of life?
Is the doctrine of life. And they that do things, that please Him, shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
Right, that's the goal, to get the fruit of the tree of immortality, to live everlasting, to follow His ways. I'm just a messenger, the so-called prophet on the earth that's going to stand up against Satan. To say, hey, we have a group of people that are laying in the bed with the devil, giving their children to Baal in Hollywood. Saying you gotta be a Sodomite, you gotta be a part of Sodom and Gomorrah to be wealthy and rich. What's your price? And then God says, I'm working free, so give it freely. Not be a pastor of the pulpit. Why?
Stealing money.
Stealing money, right? Indoctrinating our children into paganism, right? How come there's so much paganism in all the teachings? Right? Separated. Even if it's too much. So we got to do something. You know that God loves you, but He says for them to love you, and in 1 John 5:4. This is the love of God. Everybody say God is love. But like I said, you got children. So I tell my children, hey, I love you, but they don't show it back. This is how we show it back to them.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
That we what?
Keep His commandments.
Because they're what?
And His commandments are not grievous.
Right. Moral law. I love you. Hey, prosper. What God and Christ and our children, and as long as that's in order, our house is in order, that's why you got the Ashkenazis in the homeland and the vexed right now, right? They have the most sunburn in the whole world. That means, are they really from there? Skin cancer, what's going on? No, that's in our land. If we were in our homeland, that's the time prophecy, right? The regular 44 wake up, and 1/3 everybody repents, we get back to our homeland, and there's no more human trafficking, there's no more sex trade, there's no more war, no more swallowing in war, right? There's no more of that. But we decided to stand together. Work. Fish fries, where's the everlasting? We gotta go keep it.
Good.
Work for it. So, beautiful night. God bless you, man. What's your name one more time? Mike. Mike, I love, man. Very nice to meet you, bro. Like I said, you add us on YouTube, you'll see us, man. But we'll be right here, man. We'll be out here probably like 2 Saturdays out the month because we travel. All right, brother. Have a blessed day. Take it easy. Shalom. All right. And give it up for the brother Mike, man. All right, man. That's a real one right there, man. We need more Mikes, more strong fathers out here, man. But I was waiting for the African to come. Oh, the light came on. Oh, man. It's too dark right here. So let's give all honor and glory to Allah Yahweh. Yahwahshi HaMashiac. King Yahwahshi HaMashiac. And death to Babylon.
Death to Babylon.
King Yahwahshi.
Spirit of Bob Marley, Professor X and Black Magneto crashing the party. The black superheroes, the nerve of you Negroes with a